Yo, yo, tis I. You already know who it is. Anyways, it's me. You already know who it is. I'm out here at a different spot. I'm gonna be reviewing Project Hail Mary. Um, yeah. Anyways, this is not my normal spot, but I was like, I haven't been outside in a minute, so I got to do that. So I'm gonna be doing that today. Whoop 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 whoop. And I'm gonna be reviewing Project Hail Mary. Um, Project Hail Mary was um a novel by Andy Weir. Andy's father was like a physicist at Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory, and his mother was an electrical engineer. So both smart. From California. Um, I thought the screenwriting for this was good. I thought the movie was stupendous. I thought it was really, really, really good. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah, I don't know. I really liked it. I thought it was just very like they. I don't know. It's like it's one of the first like live action movies that I felt the movie felt like a animation movie, and I looked it up and it was directed by like people who did animation. The directors were Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who directed Cloud with the Chance of Meatballs 2009, which is an amazing animation film. 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, and the Lego Movie, which are all like really big hits and successful movies, except maybe 22 Jump Street. And there was like no practical effects, or like they tried to limit as much practical effects as they could, or they tried to use as much practical effects and not use as much special effects, which is like all the top directors are kind of in that same mind. Like you should use special effects and like computer generated stuff like when necessary, but I feel like people do it way too over the top and they do it way too much. So I think that's definitely something that's like um a big killer to modern movies, especially post like 2010, is just the overuse of special effects. And then you'll go back to movies in like the 90s, the late 90s, and then they are not using any special effects, and it's amazing. And I feel like there's so much depth and there's so much personality from who's ever creating it to add more just character to whatever it is, whether it's a set or some sort of special effects or whatever it is, or some sort of design. I think that having a computer does it makes it just feel cheap, inauthentic, and just slop. Like AI slop is just not as genuine. It's like it's a miracle of human beings, and you're watching them with their creativity and their brilliance, and we want to see that. And I think they executed in having like a lot of practical effects that made a difference, and made it feel real. It made it feel like I don't know, like, and I feel like it's just also like, as human beings, we're not computers, we're not animatronic, we're not zero to zeros and ones. We see the world very vividly. So even um, having something real, even if we don't know it's real, there's depth to it that we can't imagine, or like that we just really don't like see, but we feel. So shout out Phil Lord and Chris Miller, fantastic directing. This was a well done movie. Um, and I think that not that like Tokyo Express made a huge difference for this spot right space movie. I thought it was just very interesting throughout the whole thing. It was very interesting. I thought it was fun. Um, yeah, I thought it was like a light comedy feeling, but it felt like animation, so it was very comfortable. And it made this movie really does an excellent job of making you feel like a kid. Like it's like you know, and it's so sweet. It's such a adorable, lovable movie, but for a live action movie with real world stakes, it's just excellently done. Excellently done. Um, and then the special effects was Carl Lambert and Mags Sargon Sard no, Sarnowski Sarnoska Sarnoska Mag Sarnoska. Great job. The special effects that they did do was well done. The cinematographer was Greg Fraser, definitely a standout. Like the visuals in this thing are so beautiful. Like I remember watching Oppenheimer, and they were good. But the visuals in here, just watching everything, the practical effects and the special effects are just so off the charts. This movie is such a like put you in stars and make you feel like a kid again, and it does that so well. Which again, the Lego Movie did that really good job. Even though Lego Movie was obviously an animated movie, kind of geared towards kids and families, and clouded with the chance of meatballs. Like it's just so like the style is so cozy and so um realistic, and it's not in the way of like of a Quentin Tarantino, which is like blood, guts, grittiness, or like the Joker that recently the Joker came out. It's a very empathic and very like cozy blanket type of movie where you just it's very endearing. Um, and yeah, I thought the movie was fantastic. I thought there were so much different stylistic choices, so much different stylistic flavors that just combined to make this movie just very interesting. It's definitely an instant classic. It's gonna be an all timer. Um, it's just really really amazing. I just kind of didn't get around to it because to me, I kind of watched it. I was like, it's nothing that really a surprise, but also it's not my genre. So like, I'm not like jumping over hoops for this movie kind of thing, me personally. But I do understand that like this movie was thebomb.com, and I really liked it. Um, but like this is definitely a family movie more than it is like an individual movie. Like you watch this with the family, this movie is the greatest thing ever. You watch it individually, it's more I think more personal preference. Versus I feel like if you watch this and you can get the wonder of an entire group, then I think you're gonna be like amazed. But the screenwriter was Drew Goddard, stellar. He did Cloverfield Lane and The Martians. Um, and I am so very happy when I talk about Cloverfield 2008 because it just again this is another Drew Goddard is a he's a screenwriter who knows how to make something like limited, something small, like a one room type of show feel like the whole universe, and it's such a fantastic job. You have director, writer, cinematographer, special effects, everybody, the practical effects people, everyone in this movie, from the costume designer to everything, firing on all cylinders, and this makes it such a memorable and feel good movie. It's like the Sandalot, really, where it's just like I was there, I was a kid once, and I can relate to this thing, and I feel like if I was part of these group of kids, I would just have a good time, and it would be a memory that you have, but it's not a memory. It's just a movie people made, but it feels like a memory, and it feels so vivid. So just shout out everybody who part of this project, this movie, and Ryan Gosling. Oh man, I got to close out with a Ryan Gosling shout out. He showed up, he did his job, and it was good. Like Ryan Gosling was just so I don't know like I think a lot of times normally they try and like suppress his funniness. Like Ryan Gosling, don't be as funny. Ryan Gosling, don't be as interesting. Ryan Gosling, blah 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 blah. But like this, I feel like is they were like, no holds barred. Ryan Gosling, just go out and be as funny as you can. Go out and have the best time that you can. And I feel like he does. I feel like he's kind of laughing to himself throughout every scene of this movie, and I feel like it makes such a difference to the enjoyability because you have everybody having fun, enjoying the movie, it being vivid and campy, and just it makes you feel like a kid again, and it's very like childish, but like fun and not like this is animated movie, you're stupid, like you don't have any brains. This is like a joke. You're supposed to understand that they're gonna spell it out for you. It's like no, it's just like it's just really like easy humor, easy comedy, very endearing. There's no effort in this movie, which is why I think it is so high of a movie. I think there's just not anybody trying to be inauthentic. There's so much authenticity. There's so much fun, um, and there's so much amazement of the like solar system, the world, the outside. And even though a lot of time the majority of the movie is spent inside the ship, there's so much the movie where it's just like in space and making you wonder and have a sense of discovery. And that's the whole point, of just so many things. This movie is so awesome. It's so well done. Even though for me personally, after my watch, I was like, it's as good as it is, but I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe like I had the time to process it, and I'm like, this movie is really that good. It is. I was kind of being a little bit salty when I was like, ugh, this movie, it's good, but it didn't like wow me with anything interesting. But I think I missed a part where it's just like it's not a story that's never been told before. It's a story that's telling you from somebody who really cares about it and who really has heart and compassion and this is just a star-studded lineup of everybody who's supposed to be in here. Perfect, like directing, casting, perfect screenwriting, selection, and just a movie that was well put together. A movie that meant something and mattered, and was very, 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 very memorable. So go check out Project Hail Mary. There's a book. Read the book if you want to. But yeah.